have one more of those.
Yeah, one more is what you said last time.
It might be what I say the next time, too.
Must be my dad's favorite phrase. Just one more of those.
He's a good man, your father.
Look, Ted, why don't you think about slowing down a little bit, or better yet, coming to a stop?
No. You know what I think you need to do, Jake, is just to kind of lighten up a little bit. In fact, why don't you sit here and you can join me?
A, I'm on duty, and B, even if
I'm not asking you to have an ordinary drink. I am inviting you to sit down here and to join in the celebration. I think that's reason enough to bend the rules a little bit, isn't it?
Well, it depends on what we're celebrating. It's my getting fired. I'm not interested.
Mr. and Mrs. Capwell. That's me and Hayley. We're gonna just call it quits and we're gonna go our own separate ways. I think that's reason enough to pull out a bottle of something memorable.
I think I want to drink to that.
I sure as hell do. Unless you want to call yourself a hypocrite. It's what you've wanted for a long time, isn't it? Just to move in on my wife. So, come on, set it up.
Hayley, everybody has problems. All couples do. You just have to sit down calmly and talk about them.
Yeah, well, we did, okay, Gina? It's just that we're two different people with different values.
So you can't get divorced just because you have different values? I mean, everybody does. I know you had a rough start, but you managed to work through it and overcome it.
No, we didn't. That's the whole point. We tried and we weren't able to do it. Maybe we got close one time, but that was so long ago. And it's gotten past the question of values.
To where? What's wrong?
It was with somebody else.
I'm so sorry. I would never have expected that of Ted. I thought he was different than the others. Oh, how do you know?
It doesn't really matter, believe me. Look, I don't want to talk about it, okay? I'm tired of hurting, and I just want the divorce proceedings to go through.
I can understand that under the circumstances. I don't blame you. But is there any way you could prove he was unfaithful?
Oh, Gina, why? Why would I want to prove?
I was just thinking about the alimony. You know, once he gets up there in front of the judge, he's going to deny it all. They all do.
No, I don't want alimony, okay? I don't want anything. I just want out.
Okay. Look, you're too disturbed to discuss this now. But I'm going to do what I can to speed things up. I can't believe this is happening. I always thought that you and Ted were perfect for each other. But he doesn't deserve you if he's treating you like this.
This is the national list of private adoption agencies. Now that we've taken care of the state adoption agencies, we must widen our search.
Great. Why don't you and Pearl get on this immediately?
Cruz, there are hundreds of them. It would be a lot quicker with 3 people than with 2.
Eleanor, I'm working on something else, if that's okay.
Oh, I see. And you're the boss, right?
Not to mention, I keep wondering about this guy.
What? What about it?
This guy Tori shot, this Paul Marshall. Something tells me he's involved in Johnny's kidnapping.
You think that he could be connected with one of these agencies?
Well, somebody's got to be connected to something, and so far we don't know diddly from squat. This guy better wake up, I'm telling you, because I want to talk to him real bad.
What are you doing here?
You shouldn't be in here at all.
I'm sorry.
Looks like he's coming too.
I forgive you. Well, now.
That was an interesting turn of phrase. What do you suppose he meant by that, Victoria?
Hi. You're not being very friendly.
That's part of the idea.
Looks like you've had a little too much to drink today.
I've had too much of a lot of things. You know, I'm going to tell you something right now. You and I have got absolutely nothing whatsoever to talk about. Okay, whatsoever.
I know you think you're angry with me at the moment.
You know, no, wait a second here. I don't think you get this. That whole stunt that you pulled last night completely cost me my marriage. She's leaving me. It's all over.
I get it.
I suppose you're real happy about this.
I'm not destroyed.
Well, you should be ashamed of yourself.
I'm so tired of being blamed for your rotten marriage. The trouble was there the day I came back to Santa Barbara, and it's been there every day since. Why don't you just face
it? So happens there are some things that may be in a little bit of trouble, but not as much as trouble as you might think that they are. So I just want you to just stay away from me.
Why don't you just give up gracefully? Why not resign yourself to the fact that you and Hayley were not meant to be together?
That's exactly what you want me to do, isn't it?
Yes, frankly, I would. It hurts me to see you suffering this way, trying to make your marriage work. I mean, how hard has Hayley ever tried? How good a wife has she ever been to you, If you don't think you deserve better than Hayley, then you're selling yourself short. I mean, did you ever even have fun with her? Think of all the good times we had together, with you and Danny and Jade and me. We always laughed. I never even see you smile anymore.
There's more to life than just, having a good time.
I know, but that's important, too. I mean, call me crazy, but this marriage has been nothing but grief for you.
All right, excuse me. I don't believe I'm going to sit here and listen to you just attack my wife. Bartender, I'm gonna...
Cal, the bar's closed to you.
No. Look, I don't want to have to throw my weight around here, but my brother just so happens to own this place, so why don't we...
If your brother were here, he'd throw your weight right out the door. Lincoln, why don't you take your friend here and get him out of here before he gets into trouble?
Come on, I can drive you home in my
You can
car.
drive yourself off a cliff. You can take care of myself.
I've been waiting for you.
Yeah, I'll bet you have.
Why didn't you call me back yesterday? What, you didn't get my messages or anything?
It was my day off. Huh?
Look, I just want to know if you're going to say anything to Cruz about what happened at that adoption agency.
You know, it would serve you right if I did. I asked you not to go over there. The first thing you do, I turn around, and you're gone.
I know. But please don't tell Cruz. He'd probably be so angry he'd send me back to Mama. Besides, I was only trying to help.
On one condition, I don't tell him. If you promise from here on out to behave yourself.
Word of honor, I promise, Pearl. Thanks.
Sorry. What? Do my eyes deceive me here? Now, if this is your idea of employee harmony, you're taking it too far.
Okay. Relax, brother. Yeah, I was just complimenting her of the wonderful job she's doing here at the office. Now I gotta go check the adoption agency.
Yeah, if you come up with something, let me know, will you?
Would I keep it to myself? You know me.
You better be careful.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. Detective work isn't as glamorous as I thought it would be.
Yeah, well, if you were expecting fog and trench coats, I'm sorry.
I wasn't hoping for anything, actually. I just didn't know what to expect, I mean, of course, you don't have to sit around all day answering phones. But I think even you'd get tired of all the nitpicky work you gotta do.
Well, nitpicking is what it's all about. That's what I love about the job, is picking the nits. I didn't expect this to be Miami Vice when I opened it up. I expected it to be a lot of hard, methodical work, which it's turning out to be. Unfortunately, what I got to show for it is the biggest headache you ever saw. And I'd like to sit in my chair if I could, sweetheart.
You know what? I think you need a real rest. Like a mini vacation.
I don't have time for a vacation.
Cruz, you gotta make time to have time. Cruz.
Carmen.
Cruz, you remember how you used to take me out to the Channel Islands all the time for picnics when I was a kid? Do you remember how much fun we used to have?
Yes, I do. That was fun.
Well, let's do it again.
That's a good idea. Why don't you, pick a Sunday next month and we can make a day of it.
Next month? Cruz, I'm talking about tonight.
Tonight is out of the question.
Why? You used to always do things spur of the moment.
Oh, come on.
Well, what's the matter? You getting old or something?
Now, don't you start that getting old riff on me again. I don't appreciate that. I got responsibilities. That doesn't mean I'm old.
You have plans already for tonight.
Well, that's not the point.
I didn't think so. Come on, Cruzy. Ever since I've been in Santa Barbara, you've been all tied up in knots. Let's unwind, just for one evening. It'll be just like old times.
Look, Carmen, I guess I haven't been a lot of fun since you have shown up in town.
Is that a yes?
I'm just thinking out loud.
Oh, come on. How long is it going to take for me to get an answer?
Okay, all right, you win. We'll go have a picnic in the middle of the ocean tonight. Why not? But you take care of it. I don't have time to plan this.
Well, attaboy, now you're talking like the brother I know.
Yeah, yeah.
And don't you worry, I'll take care of everything. I'll take care of all the details.
You do that.
Oh, then wait, hey, come on. Come on, hey, wait. What do you suppose he meant he said? When he said he forgave you?
How should I know? He probably didn't even know what he was saying.
Well, no, it didn't sound like that to me. It sounded like he knew you fairly well, Paul did. Is that true?
Look, Keith, I told you what happened.
But you two have met before.
What is it with all these questions? I am not the one who kidnapped Julia's
No,
baby.
but you're the one that pulled the trigger. That we know. I mean, the attempted kidnapping, we only have your word for it.
Victoria, don't let him upset you. You don't have to answer any of his questions.
Yes, you're right. This isn't the place either, so I'm not going to.
Well, fine then. But when Sleeping Beauty does awake next time, his tale better match your fanciful tale. Because if it differs materially, you're in deep trouble. Have a nice day, girl. I checked out that information you gave me, and you're right.
About what?
Paul Marshall was the photographer on the shoot that Victoria did for the Fancy Lady Agency, and it was enticing lingerie.
You know, I can't believe you actually checked that out. Why would I want to lie to my own lawyer?
Oh, well, honey, a lot of people do, but I'll tell you something, I'm not your lawyer. I am the advocate for the common good, which is a phrase that should take the starch out of your smile.
You know, I really don't understand what your point is. I've told you the truth. Does that mean that I'm tested and proven?
One swallow doth not a summer make. You've given me a couple truths about your brother, but you're still as guilty as hell. You're running a legal baby napping operation. And if you have any question about this, I am revolted. And that's quite an accomplishment, you know, because revulsion doesn't come easy to me. I'd turn you in right now myself, except you got a signature and a couple canceled checks. So if I were you, and I didn't want to spend the best years of my life behind bars, I'd go over to the hospital and coach your brother on a plausible story.
Victoria, they'll notify you as soon as the crisis is past, so why don't you go home and get some rest? The nurse said you were here all night.
No, I'm responsible for his being here. I have to see if he's okay.
It's very nice of you to be so concerned. If I had seen the animal try to take my child, I wouldn't be concerned at all, believe me.
Julia, I'm so scared.
Listen to me. There is nothing to be scared of. You did what you did in self-defense.
Yeah, but Keith does not believe me. You heard what he said. He's going to try to make me sound like I was crazy. You know, he hates me enough to do it.
His personal feelings don't make any difference. He doesn't have a case. Now, I've tangled with Keith before, and I've won before, and if he tries any legal hanky-panky, he's going to have to get around me first.
Thanks.
You saved my daughter's life. My gratitude is the least I could give you in return. I can't resist. I mean, that neck of yours is one of the sexiest things about it.
Yeah, right. What is it that you want, dear?
Ted and Hayley had a fight. They're having problems. She left him.
What else is new?
It's not just a lover's quarrel, Keith. I think she's actually going to ask him for a divorce. And I told her she could move in with me.
With you? What about us? I mean, this is supposed to be a love nest, this apartment, not a home for wayward girls.
She's not a wayward girl. She's my niece, and she's in trouble. I've got to help her. You and I will just have to be put on hold for a while.
Well, it's easy for you to say, but me, I'm like the eternal flame. I can't be put out.
Oh, come on, Keith. It's not going to hurt us.
You at least told me about it first.
No, I couldn't. There wasn't time. I mean, she came in and said they'd split up. What was I going to say? Sit here. Let me go run out and check this with Keith.
Well, you could have if you would have thought about my feelings.
Oh, will you stop being so silly? You don't care one way or the other. You just want to make some kind of formal protest. Now, can we get on to more important things? I'm going to need your help. I want you to call in some favors and rush her divorce through. I don't care what you have to do, but get it done as fast as you can. I'm going to need your advice on the alimony.
Dear, if anyone doesn't need advice on alimony, it's you, and I'm not a divorce lawyer.
Oh, but you're smart and you're greedy. Important qualities. You see, I want Hayley to get as much money from Cece as possible. And we're going to have to do it quick because Cece's in so much trouble. Who knows how fast he could lose his money.
You know, this may astonish you, but I have more important things to do than this.
More important than helping Hayley? More important than keeping me happy?
Yes, more important than both of those things. We have Toddlers Incorporated here. We have your ex-husband who's diving out of the sky like a bird to get his money back and is going to fly away with it in his beak.
It's a very simple request, Keith. I'm only asking for 5 minutes of your time.
No. Unconditionally, no. No, I'm not going to do this. Get a divorce lawyer, have it solved in 6 months.
Then we'll be separated for 6 months. Is that what you want?
Come on, that's blackmail. I'm an officer of the court.
How about if I entice you a little bit?
Would you really do that?
Oh.
For me?
Well, if you'd help Hayley.
I bite my neck and I'll think about it. No, bite. Bite.
So forensics found Victoria's and Marshall's prints on the gun. I don't know what else I expected him to say. Boy, I wish my head would go away. Oh, that's okay. I'm fine. I'm all right.
No, you're not. You're tense. All your muscles are in knots. No wonder you have a headache.
That feels good. Where'd you learn to give massages?
I have all sorts of skills that I'm not allowed to use at the office.
So how'd you sleep last night?
Well, like I usually do on my side. Why?
I mean, did you have any more of those vivid dreams of yours?
No. No, I didn't. Not last night. That's a strange thing to ask.
Oh, well, I've been thinking about it. I've been wondering if you really dreamed all that stuff.
You didn't believe me?
Well, you gotta admit, Eleanor, I mean, I don't know how to say this, but some of it seemed kind of out there.
Cruz, I'm trusting enough to tell you my most intimate secrets and fears. And here you are accusing me of making it all up. Boy, I really don't believe you. You are really something. You know that? I just can't win with you.
Eleanor, wait a second.
You know, for someone who's supposed to be so smart, you sure can act like a bozo sometimes.
Carmen, wait a minute. Come on.
Hi.
What are you doing here?
On a mission of mercy for myself, I think. Your aunt asked me to come.
She's not here.
Yeah, well, she asked me to come see you. May I,
Excuse me, Matt. I'm packing.
Yeah, I heard. She wants me to use my influence to help facilitate your divorce. But first, I'd like to make sure you want a divorce. Do you want a divorce?
Yeah, well, things just haven't been working out with Ted and me. So I think the sooner I get this out of the way, the better I'll feel. It's the type of year that I'd like to forget about.
Well, listen, I realize these are bad times, but I think rationally. I mean, this is a dramatic step you're going to take in your life, so you be positive that you're doing the best thing for yourself.
Is all this concern really for me?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm concerned about you. I mean, you love Ted, or at least you used to love Ted. I mean, I was a bit skeptical about it, but I'm convinced now. So why aren't you fighting for your marriage?
I was fighting. We were both fighting, and we found out we were fighting with each other, and then, look, the cause wasn't worth the battle, okay?
Young people do rash things quickly. Think about the good times. I mean, fighting, lovers always fight. They do. It's a natural order of things. They fight.
Well, that's not how I want to live my life.
Fighting doesn't mean anything. I mean, Cruz Castillo, I'm not his biggest fan, but he and Eden had one of the best romances going, and they fought a lot.
You know, I'm really surprised to hear all this from you. You're the last person I'd expect to hear support marriage.
Why?
Well, you've never been married, have you?
No, I haven't. I guess that's because I think it's important. I'm one of those people that thinks when you get married, it should be for life.
Hey, Carmen, do you know where the Spencer file is?
Isn't it there?
Well, it's not under S, it isn't. No.
Try P.
P?
For pending.
Pending what?
Pending filing.
Well, that's a pretty weird system you have.
Look, I just remembered. I moved all the pending filing files to the bigger filing cabinet in the other room. There was so much stuff pending filing, I needed more space to file it in.
I dare you to repeat that.
You're right. I do have a weird system. Look, before you go get it, can we talk about something important?
Well, don't you think that Spencer is important?
Look, my brother's been in really rough shape lately. He has been ever since Eden died.
Oh, yeah, well, tell me about it.
All work and no play isn't good for him at all, you know?
Absolutely. I've talked to Cruzy about relaxing many a time, but you know your brother.
Yeah, I do. So I decided to take things into my own hands. I'm going to drag him out to the Channel Islands this evening, just for a picnic. Figured maybe he can relax, get his mind off of things for one evening, you know?
Oh, yeah, well, I think that's a good idea, but I doubt very much that he's going to go along with that.
Well, he already has, and I've taken care of all the details. Except for the boat.
What's that?
You think you could help me out with that?
A boat? Well, I think that might be arranged. Once upon a time, I was a ferry captain.
What?
You never heard that? Oh, well, that's an entirely different storyline, but I can arrange the transportation, no problem.
Oh, great. Terrific, Pearl, thanks. And if you make sure it doesn't leak, I'll even go get that Spencer file.
Oh, 2 hearts in one day. That's very...
Hi, Elliot.
Hey, Carmen. You messing with the hired help again, are you?
I just wish there was more hired help around here to mess with. You know, once upon a time, I was kind of hoping that maybe you would fill that capacity.
Actually, I've been meaning to talk to you about that.
Oh, talk to me about what? About us? Well, what is there to talk about? I mean, I know you got your eyes set on Cruzy. It's no big deal.
Yeah, but I'd like us to be friends.
Friends?
And yes, and I'd like to be able to work together.
Well, that's no problem. Because I can work with anybody.
Here it is, Spencer.
Oh, thanks, kid. And I'll take care of the transport for you, okay? Have a good day.
Yes.
In case you're wondering if anybody told Cruz that he's got jelly beans for brains half the time, somebody already has.
Well, thank you for the backup.
You do anything tonight?
No, not in particular.
Well, great. Because tonight I'm going out to one of the Channel Islands, just for a sail. How'd you like to come along?
Oh, no, thanks a lot, but I'm not in the mood.
Oh, come on, Eleanor. It'll do you worlds of good. You know, being out, fresh, clean air, out on the water. Besides, you're about the only friend I got here in Santa Barbara. I don't much feel like going out on the water alone, you know. What do you say?
You a good sailor?
Hey, me? I grew up around boats.
Might be fun.
Great. I promise you won't regret it.
Just so I don't drown.
Something's not right with Victoria.
How do you mean?
Her mood swings, Cruz, and the ideas that she's getting. You know, she's been under a doctor's care for depression.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm worried about her. She's absolutely terrified that Timmons is going to try to frame her.
Well, not trusting Keith Timmons is a sign of good judgment in my book, although he doesn't have a prayer of pinning this on her. I mean, no matter what slimy trick he pulls out of his bag.
Yeah, well, that's what I tried to tell her, but she wasn't easily convinced. Oh, by the way, Marshall regained consciousness for a moment, and he talked to her.
To Tori, what did he say?
It was very strange. He said, he called her Babe, and then he said that he forgave her.
Babe?
That's what he said.
Well, he's obviously out of his mind. He probably doesn't know who he's even talking to. It's weird, though. You know what gets me is where's Mason? I mean, why isn't Mason here when she needs his help?
Cruz, he had no way of knowing that she needs him right now.
Well, he ought to check in once in a while, Julia. You know, he really ought to. Hey.
Oh, Cruz. Answer me something honestly, okay? Do you think that I told the truth about Paul Marshall? Do you really believe me?
Yes, I do, Tori. You've got to calm down.
Well, it's just that he almost died. He still could die.
He was trying to take Julia's baby, and you shot the guy. It was a matter of self-defense. In my book, you did what you had to do.
I know. It just doesn't make me feel any better.
Okay.
You know, Jake, I really appreciate your help. If it wasn't for you and your truck, I'd have to probably make 3 stops in my car.
Oh, look, I owe you a lot for all the tutoring you did.
What? Come on. I think you've paid me back more than once, and, so let's call it even, okay? Besides, I'm going to need a famous vet to take my menagerie of animals to, so...
I guess it's kind of tough for you to leave all this behind, huh?
No. I mean, I've moved quite a few times since I've been married to Ted. I think I'm used to it by now.
Oh, I didn't mean just the house. But it's really nice here, you know? When I was a kid, I used to dream about living in a guest house on an estate or maybe a gardener's cottage or something. As long as it's not an estate, though.
Well, you gotta be careful what you wish for. I used to have the same dreams.
Well, Hayley, you haven't done so bad. I mean, they came true, didn't they?
Yeah, they sure did. But you know what? It doesn't really matter because when you're unhappy, a place like this makes you feel even more alone. So let's get out of here.
Yeah.
What are you doing here? I thought you were supposed to be long gone by now.
Obviously.
Look who else is here. Yeah, this guy, he just doesn't waste any time moving right in on my wife, does he?
That's right. I didn't waste a minute. What about it?
Well, I'll show you what
Wait, stop it! What I do with my life and who I see doesn't concern you anymore, okay?
Oh, right. Right, this is just none of my business at all, is it?
Jake, please, go, okay?
I'm gonna have a drink and celebrate here.
Don't you think you've had more than enough?
No, I don't think I have. I haven't had enough until I could feel it, and so far I don't feel a thing.
Well, you certainly show it.
God, I haven't even been married a year yet. I'm getting a divorce already.
You're better off than being with someone that makes you as unhappy as she does.
It wasn't always this way, though. I mean, that guy has been after her since the day he met her.
Why don't you put the blame where it belongs?
What do you mean?
Little Miss Innocent Hayley has been leading him on for quite some time now.
Just, I don't want to talk about it, all right? Just forget about it.
Fine. That way we can start talking about us. We had some good times, didn't we? I never made you miserable.
You did when you took off. I never thought I'd get over that at all.
You really miss me that much?
Maybe you've forgotten, but I was very much in love with you back then.
No, I haven't forgotten. I know exactly what we had and exactly what I threw away. But maybe it's not too late. We could still pick up the pieces. I know I want to.
Hey, you find me boat for me?
Well, I told you I would, didn't I? Would I let you down? The boat is tied up at the dock.
Oh, terrific. Thanks, Pearl.
Excuse me, sweetie, but what is all this? I thought you were going on a picnic, hunting down Bigfoot.
Well, I'd like to be prepared. You never know what you're going to run into. Isn't Cruz here yet?
Haven't seen him.
Well, in that case, I think I'll have a soda.
Soda? Well, I think you guys are going to have an A1 terrific time.
Oh, well, I'm going to make sure that Cruz has a good time and relaxes if it kills me.
Speak of the devil!
Hey, Cruz, I'm all set.
Hi, Carmen, listen, you know, you're not gonna like this, but we need to take a rain check on this one tonight.
Oh, come on.
Well, Tori Capwell is in a bit of a bind now, and I think it would be better if I stayed in town tonight. We could do this anytime. We'll do it, you know, next weekend or something.
David, Cruz, you promised me. You never broke a promise to me before.
Well, you know, if it's gonna wreck your whole, sure, we can go. I just thought we could do it some other time.
Now you're talking.
Are you involved in this? Yeah, let's get this rolling.
Well, I just ordered a soda. Why don't you order beer or something till I finish it?
Okay, you got a beer?
Sure.
And then I'm gonna check over the equipment, make sure I didn't forget anything.
What are you bringing, furniture?
It had. I didn't think you were gonna show. Why? I'm not that late, am I? No, just worrying, that's all. Hey, Cruz.
Yeah.
Cruz here.
Oh. I didn't know you were going to.
Well, probably nobody knew who was going except my little sister.
Well, now that you've got company, I guess I'll buzz off.
No, actually, why don't the two of you go? That'd be a perfect solution. You know, I got things I should be doing in town.
Great. So you're gonna break your promise to me anyway. Come on, you guys, I wanted you both to come. Look, I know you've had a hard day, and what's better way to unwind than get around a campfire under the stars, maybe swim a little? Like, you can't keep giving the cold shoulder to each other forever. You work together. Besides, I'm the teenager around here. I'm the one who's supposed to be acting childish, not you.
All right, Carmen, listen. I made a promise. So, okay.
Well, no, wait. I don't want to make a crowd here.
Come on, Cruz. Tell her we want her along.
Look, you tell her this is your idea. I don't care. I don't want to make a big deal out of this, okay? If I don't see any reason why you shouldn't come along, if you want to.
Well, thank you, Cruz. I think it'll be a lovely evening.
Great. Let's go.
Talked to the doctor. There's no change.
Well, how long did he say he would be like this?
He said it could be a long time. There's no telling when he's going to snap out
I
of it.
can't stand this. I can't stand the waiting.
Why don't you go home and get some rest? And don't argue with me. Just do it. Go home and spend some time with Chip. I know that I need to spend some time with Samantha now, and maybe Mason is cold.
Oh, I hope so. I need to talk to him. I have never needed anybody so much in my whole life.
I'm sure that you do. It's only natural. Come on, let's go.
Yeah.
Did you see Hayley?
Yes, ma'am. I done did what you asked.
Well, what did she say?
I don't think she's going to go through with this divorce. I told her to think about it carefully. It's a big step, you know.
Well, I didn't send you over there to be a marriage counselor. What's the matter with you?
What's the matter with you? Wouldn't you rather have a makeup than a breakup?
Not necessarily. Not if it's a happy marriage. I mean, if it's a happy marriage, they should stay together. But she's miserable, and I've seen too many miserable marriages, and I don't want her to go through that.
The voice of experience.
Don't start on me. I found out Ted isn't the gentleman I thought he was.
Well, don't start on me. On second thought, do start on me. Gee, I thought you had a surprise for her.
Look, Keith, I promised you fun and games as long as you went over there and you worked out the divorce and the alimony. I didn't expect you to go over there and talk her out of it.
If she gives me the go-ahead, I'm gonna go ahead, all right? But I'm not gonna talk anybody into a divorce.
Well, the Hayley that I left this afternoon didn't need any talking into anything.
When she tells me that she's decided to go ahead with us, I will, okay? So let's forget it for now, and let's think about us. Let's play house. Come on. Come on. Now.
Daddy's come home from the office. He's expecting a big surprise.
He'll get a surprise.
Mm?
It's gelling right now.
Oh, really? Really? Oh, hot diggity dog.
Let's just see if I can get you in the mood.
Try it. Try it again. I like it. Oh, yes.
You know, I don't see why we have to pitch a tent to have a picnic anyway.
Don't be so grumpy, Cruz. You know how fast the wind can come up over here. You'll probably end up thanking me for being so well prepared.
Well, you know what I don't understand is why can't we take shelter in the boat if it gets windy?
You're such a city girl. This is a picnic. We have to stay outside.
Don't argue with her, Eleanor. I mean, you'd have a better chance convincing a stone wall. That's it. I don't know.
It looks great. I was beginning to have my doubts, but it's wonderful.
Hey, good work. I better change the film.
Okay.
Cruz, why don't you take Eleanor to go see our secret cave while it's still light out?
Carmen, if I show Eleanor our secret cave, it won't be a secret anymore.
Come on, Cruz, that's when we were kids. Go on, I don't mind.
Well, what are you gonna do?
Reload the camera and set out the food, and it'll be all set when you get it back.
You sure you don't need any help?
No, I don't want you working. I want you relaxing.
It's ridiculous. You don't have to do all the work around here.
Come on, Cruz. This is the way I planned it. I do all the working, you do the relaxing. Now go, please.
Actually, I think a little spelunking would be fun.
A little what?
It means exploring caves, and I'd love to see the one that you two used to call your own.
I'll bet. Well, thank you so much for your consideration. We'll be back soon.
Thanks.
Have fun.
Your surprise be about ready by now? Your surprise?
Oh, what's wrong, big boy? Aren't you happy with what you've got?
No, Mom, I like the thrill of the unknown.
Well, you don't know me as well as you think you do. What is the matter? Okay. Yes. Yes, it should be just about ready. Yes, yes, I think it is. Come on. Here we go. Boy, you're gonna love it.
Mommy, I don't want to take a bath.
Oh, but you're such a dirty boy. I'm gonna have to wash you from head to toe.
Who? Who are you expecting?
Shh, be quiet. If you don't say anything, maybe they'll go away. Oh, wait, it's Hayley. I've got to answer it. Be nice. Hi, Hayley, Jake.
Hi.
Come on in.
Forgot that I was moving in today?
Oh, no, of course not. We've been waiting for you. Both Keith and I have. Jake, you know Keith Simmons, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Jake was kind enough to help me move my things over. Where should I put them?
Oh, why don't you go ahead and put your clothes upstairs? I'm sure you'll find some room in the closet. And, Jake, why don't you put that box right over there?
Sure.
Jake, while we've got a minute alone, look, I just want to warn you about something. I think Hayley's emotional condition's very fragile right now. And I don't want you pushing her.
Oh, look, you don't have to worry about a thing. I'm gonna let her call all the shots.
Well, you're a gentleman. No.
Gina?
Yes?
What on earth? It looks like there's Jell-O in the bathtub.
There is.
Oh.
I was just putting a little something together for the church bazaar. You know, you can never have enough Jell-O in those situations. Keith, we're going to be late for our dinner reservations at the Orient Express.
Oh, no, I don't want to be missing this. No.
Let's go. Out.
Have fun.
We will. See you later.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, your aunt, she's something.
Yeah. Kind of hard to get to know, get used to. Can I, make you some dinner or something? I mean, you must be hungry.
No, you don't have to do that. I'll grab something on the way home. I imagine you want to be alone.
Yeah.
Look, it's okay, I understand.
No, I just want you to know I appreciate... Please just don't be offended, okay?
No, it's okay. Look, I'll see you later.
Yeah.
Take care.
Thanks.
Remember that awful woman that came to the motel? The one that Danny thought was studying to be a nun?
The hooker.
Yes.
You know, I say we should just get that place open, you know. Do you remember that time when Danny and we took that camel and just stuck it right in the classroom?
That was so funny. You were brilliant. No wonder I was so in love with you. Oh, music stopped.
I didn't notice.
Let me fix it.
No, you don't have to.
I want to. I'm enjoying dancing with you. It'll just take a minute.
Don't be long, okay?
I won't be. Oh, you'll like this one. It's a very sexy song.
Would you look at this?
Oh, I don't believe she went to all this trouble.
Oh, it's beautiful. Look at this champagne.
Wonder where she is, for that matter. Carmen, we're back!
Cruz.
Dear Eleanor and Cruz, the boat and I will be back for you tomorrow morning. Have a great time. You guys deserve it. What the hell is she thinking? I can't be stranded here all night. Carmen! Carmen!
Yo, America! Now Mondays are funnier than ever. Alf and Valerie. What an hour of comedy. I wonder if they give Nobel Prizes for that.
Then NBC presents the critically acclaimed movie On Natural Causes, starring John Ritter and Alfre Woodard. USA Today calls it one of the most eloquent television movies in any age. See On Natural Causes tonight.